Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL, Inspirations for Your Life. You're catching us at the beginning of a week, which is a Saturday. We have a great master topic. We'll start with that in a second. But we start on a Saturday, we roll all the way through the week, and we finish up on a Friday with lots of great informational topics to improve the quality of your life and so many people you care about. So thank you so much for coming back. If this is your first time, well, welcome. Grab your smartphone, please, and pick up your camera app, point over that QR code like so. Really, really easy to do. Once you do that, you're going to be greeted by my link tree with lots of great information to improve the quality of your life. So definitely check that out. Also, my new radio show that just started in February, Inspiration for Your Life Drive Time Radio, where I'm live every single Tuesday morning at 10:05 a.m. Eastern at WTBQ. AM and FM and WGHT, and we are expanding to be around the United States. We're slowly expanding around the U.S., so that is something really cool. And, I also want to thank you if you're coming back and rewatching us. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate the people that watch us on, of course, all hours of night, 1 a.m., 1 p.m., 2 a.m., 2 p.m., 4 a.m., 4 p.m., 6 a.m., 6 p.m., 12 midnight, 12 noon. Whenever you watch, I appreciate it, and making the choice to make us a part of your life. That means so much to me. Let's get into the master topic, shall we, everyone? Here it is. Our master topic is how to be patient. We're on series 2, show 13, episode number 1. All right, so series 2 means we're in year 2, and we are in show 13. So the formal, basically, if you guys are wondering, it is IFYL is the actual show. And then, of course, we have, how to be patient, which is the master topic, as you guys know. And so we're talking about an interesting topic here, ladies and gentlemen, because so many people I talk to, they get frustrated. So having patience is something that takes practice. You're not going to get patience overnight. You're not going to get patient by being impatient. Okay. So, one of the best places to start with patience is somewhere pretty cool. And that is to actually start with gratitude. Gratitude. That's where you want to start when it comes to building patience. Gratitude. The other thing I'm going to tell you to do, ladies and gentlemen, is slow the heck down. All right. There is no rush to get to the end of the tunnel. Absolutely is no rush. I mean it. You want to put yourself in the other person's shoes. So let's start in the beginning, and let's say, you have a situation and you're waiting for someone to get back to you, right? And you're starting to lose patience. Just be grateful for everything you have that day. Be grateful you're alive. Be grateful that you're even in this position and that you're even waiting for an answer. Be grateful for that. Okay. Be grateful for the fact that you have free will and you're able to actually just take a breath. That's pretty powerful. Slow down. When we move through life very quickly, we miss the caveats. We miss the little idiosyncrasies that nature is trying to tell us. Okay. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that making these choices in life, they're not easy to do. Showing gratitude is something you build a habit to do, right? I'll tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to slow down, because when you slow down, you're going to start to realize so many great things. Hey, Daniel, thanks so much for the like. So we're talking about how to be patient. Patience is something we're going to learn a lot about this week. And in patience, okay, actually, we'll start how to be patient. We talked about a couple key ones. One is showing gratitude. Gratitude's like a key common denominator for everything in life. So when you have gratitude, almost everything sort of goes right. Slow down, slow down, slow down. This is so key. Now, the other one is, I'm really frustrated. I'm not getting what I want, or this person's not coming, or whatever it is. So you need to put yourself in the other person's shoes for a moment. What do I mean by that? Well, to put yourself in the other person's shoes, you don't physically put their shoes on, but you pretend as though you are that person. Okay. And you basically reverse the tables. So you're now that person. Okay. And the other person is in your spot. And just think about that for a moment. And when you start to get a concept of, what it's like to be in someone else's shoes, it's not easy, but one thing it does is it teaches us to be humble. It teaches us to maybe reframe the issue because, we're so zealous and we want everything now. It gives us that confidence that we can wait, not just that we may have to wait, but it gives us that confidence. And when we have that confidence, so many great things can happen to us. I mean it. So many things. So why do you want to slow down? So maybe you have deadlines, and you want to hit them. And I get all that. I get it. But deadlines are meant to be kept. Okay. If you're ever feeling rushed about something, go to your superior, go to your boss, go to your vendors. Hey, look, I want to do a better job for you, and I need a little bit more time. I know the deadline is going to be on Wednesday. Could I potentially get till Thursday or to Friday? Because I know I could make a major difference in the type of presentation I'd be able to give. Sure. Be happy to give you an extra day. Thank you so much. So when you slow down, you don't feel rushed. Okay. When you approach a supervisor and you tell them the reason for why you want to slow down, you let them know that you don't want to hand in poor work. Okay. And you don't just want to flip something because, right now you're feeling stressed. And you know that the best thing to do is to take a quick breath, come back, and really have a solid head, because there's so many things happening. And when you just adapt this little philosophy, I'm going to call that a magic bullet, ladies and gentlemen, a magic bullet. That's pretty cool. So a magic bullet will help you transport. Now, when we think about how do you live life in someone else's shoes, let's think about that for a second. How to live life in someone else's shoes. This one is pretty interesting. All right. And because when we think about, putting on someone else's shoes, like, oh, I can't fit in their shoes. It's not the actual shoes. It's just the concept. So, maybe we tell you to see it from their perspective, to put on their shoes. You'll be able to not only see the challenges that they're going through, but get a completely different perspective on where they're coming from. And so I would tell you that not only should you flip into their shoes, but flip into other people's shoes. For example, let's say you're selling a product or service and you want to flip yourself into your customer, your prospective shoes. Why don't you flip yourselves into maybe their customer shoes and how it can impact their business? Why don't you flip yourself into the chief technology officer shoes or the chief financial officer shoes? Do that for a moment. Why don't you flip yourself into the CFO, chief financial officer shoes? Now, these seem like very simple things to do, and they are, but the minute you either put their shoes on or you put their hat on, it's like you get a new kind of intelligence. You get access to something that didn't even seem in your reach. Let's think about something for a moment. You're at a birthday party. Maybe this is one of these teen birthday parties from many years ago. And you know that you always bring the best gift, and that's why you get invited. And so when you're at that party, and let's say the girl, the guy is just throwing this tantrum because the party's not going the way they want, put yourself in their shoes for a moment and start to see, are they being a brat? Are they justified by what they're thinking? Or are they just being a brat? And when you start to put yourself into people's shoes, this could be maybe you're on the road and you're noticing there's a big challenge because of construction. Put yourself into the guy's shoes who's actually doing construction on the road, or perhaps the traffic safety cop that's regulating the traffic. Maybe put yourself into the perspective of all the other people on the other side of the bridge, not just you, right? Put yourself in this perspective and you'll start to realize that you're going to become more patient. Hey, that's what we're talking about this week, to be patient. I have a question for you, ladies and gentlemen. Why is it hard to be patient? Why? Everyone in our world wants instant gratification. It's become the norm. Impatience has become the way of life. So people don't think they have to practice patience. They just want it now. Impatience has been linked to something that we developed in our brain. And this social inadequacy and inability to cope with frustrations of life makes us demand things now. But when we demand things, other people start to lose their respect for us. It also makes us a harder person to work with. Now, let's just say you're giving this person a really hard time. Let's just suppose for a moment that you were that contractor. And how would you like it if every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes, are you done yet? Were you with this? What's going on with this? I mean, how would you like that? You probably want to just jump out of a window. I mean, seriously, right? But think about something like that. And you're like, oh, gee, I never realized what I was doing. Like, I didn't realize what a jerk I was being. See, and you'll be like, oh, wow, like I was just conditioned to do that. And so being patient means that we have to accept living, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, you ready? In the moment. That's pretty cool. Our brains love things to be certain. When they're uncertain, we get impatient. We get impatient. And when something goes wrong, we become even more impatient. The truth of the matter is, we create all of our own challenges because of the way we respond. If a contractor is having an issue with something, rather than challenge, say, hey, where is it? Say, look, I really need to have this. When am I going to have this? And they'll say, look, John, I'll be honest, I don't have the part yet. I don't want to lie to you. Or we're getting the parts tomorrow at noon. And if everything is on time, we should finish by 5 that night. People want communication. They want open communication. Okay. We're going to go through a lot of steps this week about how to practice patience. But one thing is to be living in the moment, to feel gratitude. Okay. Slow the heck down. There is no race for anything you're doing. There's no race. And put yourself in the other person's shoes. If something seems like, crazy, or you feel like, either you're being too hard, or maybe you are being too hard, or someone says to you, hey, you don't get it. Just take your cap off and put on somebody else's cap or someone else's shoes. And go through a few questions in your head like, well, what would I be doing if I was in their shoes? Like, how would I respond if the building wasn't done and I had to move in with my new business? Like, what would be going through my head? I'd be nervous as hell. So when you start to do this, it's like, oh, now I understand why they're getting so nervous. And see, nobody really takes the time to think about why things are going a certain way. They just get impatient. They get impatient. So practicing gratitude, ladies and gentlemen, is a great place to start. That's a really good place to start. Another thing I'm going to tell you to do is to slow down. Slow down. You know that if you do things slowly, you are less likely to make a mistake. Haste, we've shown many times, creates waste, causes us to have to do things all over again. Put yourself in the other person's shoes, right? And when you do this, it's like you're getting a perspective that you didn't even know that you could get. I think that's pretty wild. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It has been an amazing privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you this fantastic Saturday evening, March 25th, 2023. I hope you'll like, love, support the channel. Definitely comment below. Tag your friends, colleagues, and associates. Share this out with everyone you know on social media. Go to my YouTube channel, John Space C Space MLAY Space Serial Entrepreneur. Look for that key phrase, help keep our content free. Make the choice to buy my team and I a cup of coffee, a bowl of fruit, or that savory plate that has a nice dessert on it. Either way, we're going to be grateful. Those pennies and dollars will invest into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping motivational content to empower you to become a better version of yourself. But remember, to become a better version of yourself, you got to learn how to be patient. And we're going to keep working on that all week. Have yourself a great rest of the night. You know what? I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Take care.